Hey all, Rise here. Set 3 of the Pro League match between Lake Faz and STX Seoul. This is going to be the 2 vs 2 match. And in this 2 vs 2 match we have quite a few players. We got BestGod and Terror for STX, and ggaemo and Dongrae. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. But anyway, I believe this is BestGod right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's BestGod, which is kind of a weird name, but whatever, we'll go with it. And this is his partner, Terror. That's a cool name, huh? Terror. Fitting Zerg name, too, by the way. And, okay, they're playing, this is Dongrae, right there. He kind of looks like a Dongrae. And his partner, ggaemo. I guess that's how you say it. It's spelled ggaemo. So maybe it's ggaemo, but I'm going to call it ggaemo or ggaemo. I'm just going to call him ggaemo. That's retarded. So anyway, they're playing on Hannibal, and this is a good 2 vs 2 map, I think. I think it's pretty well balanced, actually, and it lends itself to some exciting matches. It's not like one of those last season's maps that blocks the ramps and stuff to prevent rushes, which I think was a retarded concept in the first place, but hey, it's what they wanted to do, so that's what they did. Another thing to note about this map is the double gas at your actual base, which should lead to more interesting play, but to be honest, I haven't seen too many. That is my phone. Damn it. Hold on. Sorry, that was like an hour-long phone conversation that you would never even know about anyway, because I just took 2 seconds to get back to it. So back to what I was saying, I haven't seen enough people really make use of the gas for really cool gas builds that I think they could do on this map. Maybe it's the fact that it is a 2 vs 2, so the tech never gets that far advanced, but I mean, I'm waiting for like Protoss to go mass Archons or something like that, you know? I mean, it's not that much gas, but it's enough to do something silly. And there's the kid with the bad Korean handwriting again. Get him off the screen, damn it. Look, he's gay. There's the rainbow right there. Korean gay rainbow. Sorry for anyone who's gay. I'm not really... I didn't make fun of gay people. What do I care? So, back to the match. First gateway up, second gateway going down for BestGod. And here we have Dongrae or whatever. Terror's got his lair tech up already. He's ahead of Dongface. And we used to call a girl in college Dongface. Then my friend started seeing her. It was just got awkward because I couldn't help but think of her as Dongface. But Dongrae, he's got his lair tech up a little bit slower than Terror, and that probably won't be that big of a difference because of the distance that you have to travel to get anywhere and all that good stuff. So I'm not too worried about that. So Marines to take care of this Overlord. That'll be pretty big hit on Terror if it ever gets that far. And it looks like he is going to be able to take that Overlord out if he continues moving his Marines up. It's getting very close. He's gonna get it, and Terror is down a few PSI there. So, oh, that's interesting. It looks like his partner. It looks like BestGod is actually making some defense for Terror. That's actually pretty cool. So instead of him having to waste the resources, it looks like he's trying to make it so he can concentrate fully on Muta. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. And a cannon for himself as well. So that's a pretty good wall actually for both players. Just a single cannon will actually do a lot with a zealot blocking the ramp. It'll be very difficult for any player to get in, and the Marines won't be able to target. So there we see the Spire going up for Terror, and it looks like he's going to be able to concentrate fully on Mutalis, which again, that's a really cool tactic if you ask me. So a little scout going on. Terror not going to be able to get any information. A lot of lings out for Dongrae, and a second cannon going down in Terror's base. So that's what a nice guy BestGod is. And Spire going down, of course, for Dongrae as well. And it looks like just still basic 2 racks for ggaemo, and BestGod still, man, another cannon. That is a really well defended front door for Dongrae. I mean, sorry, for Terror. So It's going to be very hard for a Terran and Zerg to break that doorway to really do any damage, especially as medic marine builds. They don't fare well against cannons. You know, 2 shots and a quick shooting cannon will take out a ton of medic marine. So basically, these mutas are going to have free reign over the map, I think, compared to Dongrae's muta. So it looks like his spire is done, and he's gonna. Oh, and they're gonna scan that. So I'm very interested to see. Oh, this is cool. You never see first-person view in 2-player. I wonder how they communicate to each other, to be honest. I'm not really sure. And here we have them trying to break the door, and there's no way they're going to break that ramp. Those cannons are just doing some serious damage, and he's just trying to take out some mutas now. But they lost a bunch of units and really didn't do anything. I mean, he didn't even move his zealots forward to attack. He just had them hold position, so they're basically just a nice zealot wall. And now we have some muta-on-muta action, but no, Terror's going to back out. And here we see a Cybernetics Corps go and a Citadel going down. So I'm curious as to what BestGod is going to be going. He could be going for High Templar or something like that. Both guests are now in mining for Terror. So Terror definitely going to be making good use of the gases that are at his map. And now he's just going to try to pick off some units here, it looks like. And without mutas in the field to help, he's going to actually be ahead. I think he's got more mutas. Up here's some Scourge though, but he can always fall back to the cannons, so the Scourge can't indefinitely follow him around. And that's something I also like about the cannons. There's an out for Terror's mutas. He can always run back to the cannons to save himself from Scourge or even from other muta attack of him. So a little more micro intensive, I'd say, for Dongrae. Having to worry about being dragged all the way back to those cannons. Not that big of a deal really, but just something to keep in mind. So it looks like Dongrae is not going Scourge at all, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, because his partner invested in cannons, he's pretty much out on the field by himself. So it almost looks like Lakef has a really good army out on the field, but there's just something about the walls that they can't break with these basic units. So there we see the Muta and Ling and Marines trying to break the wall, but they're not gonna be able to get through that with the Muta. There's only 1 Muta left. So Lakef in a lot of trouble now, being only 1 Muta left and still going up against these cannons and the Mutas at the same time. They're in a lot of trouble. They break the door, but now they have pretty much no units left to do any damage. They're going to be able to take out a couple of drones, but with the amount of Mutas that Dongrae lost, he is in a huge disadvantage. And now BestGod is back, and he left the probe there, so he can just rebuild those cannons, and that front door is going to be resealed. So now there's a huge advantage to STX. All they got to do is go in and attack the Zerg, basically, because that's generally where you go first. The Zerg has pretty much the weakest front door at most times. And look, there is no anti-air. He's trying to build spores now frantically and some Scourge, but that's not going to be a big enough help. So he's just going to micro, and wow, Terror doing a great job of microing those Scourges. I think he's going to take out a ton of drones. And here we have DTs. So DT's coming out in the field, going to take out a bunch of Marines. It looks like scan going down, but not before losing 4 Marines. And those DTs are obviously paying attention and just going to run out. And a Sunken was made. Why was a Sunken made? A Sunken and a Spore was made. So those mutas are going to be forced back for now. But look at the amount of drones that it looks like were lost. Or maybe not. It looks like a good amount were lost. And now we finally have a factory and a starport, but they're just floating. So I'm not sure where they're going with this. He may be going science vessels. It's hard to say. But those mutas are just going to be able to pick apart this base now, while these Scourge are out mulling around. I don't know what they're doing. He's going to be able to take out that spire. Once that spire's down, I mean, Dongrae is pretty much out of the game at that point, because he doesn't have the minerals to make other units. And if he takes out the spawning pool, there's basically nothing left that he can make. So, commanding lead now for STX. A lot of Marines, but against DTs and Muta and Zealots and Goons and and Storm. Oh, the ultimate equalizer. That is it. That is the one thing that I've been waiting for. High Templar in this match, and an Archon coming out. Awesome. I love it. So yeah, I mean, those Storms are going to make mincemeat out of any Marine on the map. If you've ever played and had a ton of Marines stuck in Storm, that is it. That's just, you lose everything. Now he's just going to pick apart that Sunken so the ground forces can come in and take care. And Lakef GG's, and you know what that means. STX just won 3-0, and they just destroyed Lake F. So, hope you enjoyed that. Bye now.